I want to relate what is apparently a scam. Now, I heard this a little bit ago from a YouTube video. Now, this hasn't happened to me. This guy said that someone had called him and gave his name and last four digits of his social security number, asked him to repeat them back. They said that he was subject to arrest by the FBI for outstanding debts. The creditors were going to have him arrested through the FBI. Of course, this guy recognized it as a scam. I guess he just hung up on him. Now, I think if this happened to me, I would be asking for a little bit more details. I definitely wouldn't give them all my social security number. I would ask them, what credit agency they're working for exactly, and then kind of act stupid. Like you ask them, well, what type of vehicle the FBI driving, what's the name of the driver. Then ask the lady some personal information, like if she's married, she's got a family, go on like that. Just obviously kind of bug the people, just kind of act stupid. Then ask, what city you're calling from, what's the weather like there. Just kind of keep them going on and on until they finally get sick and tired of your BS and just hang up on you. Now I've done that with a few of the people that would call me from these call centers in India. Just kind of act for. Well, this one lady kept asking if I was this Kimberly Mooney. I'm going to get to her in another video. This Kimberly Mooney. Now, there's a reason I'm repeating her phone name. Now, finally asked this lady. It was a female lady from India. I just asked if she's interested in having sex with me. And about this time, these calls stopped coming. So I'm guessing they finally got wise to the fact that I was sick and tired of getting calls about Kimberly Mooney. Now, if you get this scam thing that you're subject to arrest by creditors, hey, either hang up or keep these people going. Said this is a scam, and don't give them any more information. Just recognize it as a scam. Now, let me tell you a couple of things that happened to me. Years ago, I got that one that you've won the Nigerian lottery. You just have to give them $100 to qualify for the winnings. Now, it was a text message I used to get. I don't think that. Well, I think people have got wise to that one now, and they don't use it anymore. But anyway, I told us, to exchange text, emails. I said, well, look, just take the $100 out of my winnings and send it to me. Of course, I knew I wasn't going to get anywhere, but it just kind of shut them up. Well, I gave them the address of a local grocery store, Circle K here in town, and they said, well, we can't do that. Now there's some rich Nigerian widows that are asking for financial advice, and I don't know quite how that one works, but I recognize that one as a scam. I don't think there's that many rich Nigerian or how did it go? Rich Arabic Sultan oil buddy. I try to think how it goes. Now there was another one. This has been quite a number of years ago. Now these guys sent me some type of SMS text message saying that if I didn't send them money, they were going to lock my computer. So I said, well, tell me what operating system I've got on my computer. I'm not even going to talk to you. And they said something like, well, shut up. And I said, well, you shut up. Tell me what operating system I'm using, or I'm not even going to respond to it. I mean, anybody that's hacked my computer is going to know that. And finally, they guessed Windows 8. And I said, no, you're way off. And I said, well, is this Greta from Heidelberg? Are you trying to? And I just BSing with them. And finally, I didn't hear from them anymore. But I had them going, well, I'm using a Linux Mint. I'm not using Windows. And anybody that's hacked my computer is going to know that. All I've got to do, I don't save anything on my hard drive. All I've got to do, if they've hacked it, is just kill disk it and start over. Not a major problem. I mean, anybody knows a little bit about the way computers work. But they said, I knew these guys were messing with me, trying to extract money out of me. Probably guys over in Russia somewhere, because that's pretty common, Russia and North Korea. Now, there's one that I actually fell for. Now, it was someone that sent a text message saying that they were the post office, the USPS, and they needed my full mailing address, to deliver a package. And I actually had something coming from Amazon, so I gave them my full mailing address. And I thought later, I said, well, look, Amazon's already got my full mailing address. They already have all that. So I said, I've been scammed, but I don't think it really. Oh, it's my daughter. Let me clear that. It's something on Facebook. But anyway, I did fall for that one. Let's see. I've gotten a handful of these scams over the years, but it said if you get that one saying that if the guy or girl only has the last four digits of your social security number, hey, don't give them any more information. Hey, act stupid with them. Like ask them, said, well, are you married? If it's a female, said, are you married? Do you have a family? Are you interested in joining it up with me? Stupid stuff like that. Do you want to know how big my boy part is? That's, carrying stupid stuff like that. Now I'll cover Kimberly Mooney in another message here. And if Kimberly Mooney wants to respond to me and talk to me, I certainly be open for it. I'd sure love to sit down and talk to her. I'm gonna cover that in another. And then Kimberly, I'm the one that has your phone number, and I get your salesmen and bill collectors and people like that. I know you're still using my phone number. I have no idea why. I still get calls for you. So I'd love to meet up with you sometime. I'll cover Kimberly Mooney in another video. Let's see. I think I've covered that scam there. Hey, let's all stay safe from scams. Hey, don't respond to scammers. Maybe someday we'll put them out of business, but probably not, because these scammers are pretty brilliant people. Brilliant in the wrong way, but they are brilliant people. They use their intelligence in the wrong way. Okay, bye-bye.